Alright everyone, we start off today by day 2 of the Twitter tantrum being thrown by the leftoids. One of them getting restored to the site though, Kathy Griffin. You'll remember she had a parody account, it wasn't funny but it was there, for Elon Musk. She changed her header and picture and shit, pretending to be him, and did not properly list herself as a parody account in both the title and the bio, and so she got banned. She has been restored. I approve of this. I think that's a good idea. A person should be shown some degree of latitude if they're clearly too stupid to read the TOS, which Kathy Griffin and Ethan Klein and others apparently are. The Babylon Bee is back. That's good. There's some definite satire there that people need to be able to have access to. It's funny. They've also got the Not Babylon Bee account where they take stuff that is so far beyond the pale, especially from the far left, that it's a self-parody, and that's on there too. So, you can give him a follow. Jordan Peterson, getting restored as well. Elon Musk coming up shy of restoring Alex Jones, and I think he weighed in like right afterwards and seemed conciliatory, like, well, don't expect major changes right away at Twitter, so don't worry about it too much. Alex Jones is a pretty swell guy when you think about it. People don't give him credit, even though he is, over $1 billion in the red right now because of lawfare. However, the biggest news, and some people are saying it's a honeypot to smoke out bots, but I'm going to vote in the fucking poll too. Anyway, link in the description, and you should participate if you are on Twitter. Just don't engage in bot-like activity on the post. Elon Musk asking the platform whether Donald Trump should be restored. Of course, I believe, yes, he should. He's been found guilty of no crime. He is the former sitting president of the United States. He is now the presumptive nominee of a major political party. It is effectively election interference to keep him off that or any other major platform. I realize that he's got a Rumble channel, he runs Truth Social, etc., and he has stated that he doesn't intend to participate in Twitter even if his account is restored. Those tweets should still be there, though. A taxpayer-funded individual's private tweets were effectively removed from the site so that people couldn't see them. This brings about a possible constitutional issue, just to be clear, with the U.S. population, just to be clear. He should be restored. I encourage you to vote in the poll. I encourage you to share the poll around. Twitter has improved since Elon Musk took over, mainly because it now pisses off the left instead of being a complete leftoid echo chamber. And keep in mind, none of the TOS have really changed. The only thing structurally on the site that has been altered so far is the verification system. And that's being retooled and relaunched yet again because the rollout at first was a little bit on the messy side. By the way, to Elon, your suggestion that it should be country specific when you do a major poll like this sounds really great until you realize that some of us are U.S. citizens, but we're living abroad. Is there going to be an absentee ballot sort of sign up for those of us who are expats so that we can participate in a country specific poll on Twitter if you design such a thing? That sounds like fun. It's almost like the whole world will become Maricopa County, I suppose, at some point. Just use a VPN, I guess, would be the suggestion. I would sign up. I'd gladly give him his $8 a month to get the blue check mark just to piss people off if I could actually apply for it, but the system doesn't allow me because right now I'm not physically in the U.S. I have to wait till I'm back in Rutland, I suppose. It'll be very funny. But the leftoids, predictably, they're weighing in on this, melting down, trying to dogpile the poll. Brooklyn Dad Defiant and Dash Dabrowski and Tiedrick and all these other morons on Twitter. And I'd like to point out something, and that's that none of these people, despite being so epically pissed off at Elon Musk, the evil fascist, none of them have deleted their accounts. Whoopi Goldberg, I think, did, and a couple of other people. That's basically it. A bunch of people that were relevant 50 years ago have deleted their Twitter accounts out of principle because I don't want to participate in this Trumpian atmosphere in which you might be criticized. Ooh, you might see something that offends you, and you're too moronic to ignore it, and you're too stupid to understand how the block system works or how to mute a conversation because you're ancient, and so you complain that other people should have to suffer because of your stupidity and your easily triggered nature. You're a snowflake. We've been joking about these sorts of people for years. What I like most about Musk taking over Twitter is exposing the snowflakes. We've got round to right now. Trump is running for the presidency and the snowflakes are whining and exposing themselves for the weaklings, the pathetic little turds that they are. It feels a little bit like 2016 all over again, to tell the truth. Or at least the run-up, the 2015 era to it. I like it. The energy is back. Keck has returned to us after a hiatus. He was off destroying asteroids somewhere or taking over a third world planet, I suppose. Decided to come back to check up on humans and said, "What the fuck are you people doing?" I like this. The fact that several major individuals banned for no reason have been restored is good. I do wish that Alex Jones were back on the platform. He has the intrinsic right to defend himself. The idea that a person should be banned off of a platform in retaliation for saying something that had nothing to do with their actions on that particular platform, I think is odd. And Alex Jones was one of the first dominoes to fall, leading to the modern era of tech censorship, and it's pig in a pokeism. What it is the idea that there are people that are too far beyond the pale to allow them to speak. Well, you sound like a Nazi when you suggest this, just to be clear. It's sort of like when the Republicans right now are optioning the suggestion that they should start harvesting ballots and use the Ring of Sauron against Mordor, instead of trying to put the genie back in the bottle and say, look at what happened in Florida, they reformed their election system, and that's what we need to do. They're going to get you hooked on crack. You're going to get high off your own supply, and you're never going to get around to actually ending the unfair election systems in some states, because you're going to start doing exactly what your enemy is doing. A bunch of neocons will get elected, and you'll think that you did a good job. So that's tied into the same concept. Twitter should be much less censored. So should all tech firms. And by the way, that's another prediction. If Twitter manages to survive not purging people who the ADL dislikes, if Twitter manages to remain tame through that, what'll happen is that other tech firms will get pressured finally from people who actually support free expression. That would be wonderful. I think that would be a great thing for the United States and for the world. Hell, maybe Elon Musk doesn't have to relocate out of San Francisco after all. Maybe California will start to improve. There will be a competition to see who can manage the most free speech without their site falling apart because it's just filled with a bunch of crazies or something. This is the way that the internet used to work. Seemed to work fine through the 90s and the 2000s. It was never a problem then. It only magically became a problem around 2015. I wonder what changed at that particular point. Could it be that the people voted in populism and the globalists and neocons got angry at this and the WEF said, oh shit, oh my god, our plans will be derailed if we don't do something about these stupid peasants. They're voting in their own self-interest. They're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to vote for more proxy wars and shit like that. So yeah, there's a poll there. You should participate. I don't care if it's a honeypot to try to smoke out bots. Of course, I can sort of prove that my account is not botting because I happen to be out there to hundreds of thousands of people every day. Just don't engage in spammy behavior there, and I think that you're fine. But it should be loaded. Clankers should go onto the poll, and they should celebrate, at least mildly. Jones isn't back on, but Jordan Peterson is. The Babylon Bee is. Others have been restored in the last 48 hours. Things are already improving. And even though Twitter is never going to be the cesspit of free speech that the left worries about, it's not going to be a libertarian site, it's not going to be perfect, and it's not new tech, of course. It's one of the older tech firms still holding on to relevancy. If it improves, and it becomes more useful, especially for content creators like myself, and it is, we should celebrate that, and we should give credit where credit is due, and realize that even if Musk is only doing this for money and attention, to balance out his site and to grow revenue, and that is his point mainly, he should still be rewarded with applause when he does something that is right. This is the way forward, and so yes, Elon, I applaud you. Good job. Now bring back Alex Jones if you really want to impress people. That's about all. Peace out.